nasıl bir ses genişliği varmış arkadaşlar. Soprano tonu şu an yaptı. İnanılır gibi değil. İnanılır gibi değil.
Start.
Yeah, we are ready. Yes.
Okay.
Öncelikle seninle bu şekilde karşılıklı konuştuğum için inanılmaz mutluyum.
First of all, I'm incredibly happy that I'm talking to you on FaceTime.
Yeah.
Messenger.
Wow, thank you. Thank you.
Muhteşem bir sesim var. Dinlediğimiz zaman adeta çarpıldık.
You have an amazing voice. When we first listened to it, we were like, nasıl diyeceğim onu?
Çok etkilendik.
It was like we were so impressed by it.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much. I've been studying music for a very, very long time. So I'm glad that people enjoy what I do.
Yaptığım şeyden için çok mutluyum.
Ya önce seni biraz tanımak istiyoruz ve kanaldaki Türk dinleyicilerinde özellikle seni tanımasını çok istiyorum. Biraz kendinden bahseder misin? Nasıl müzikle başladın bu yolculuğa?
First of all, we want to get to know you. Can you describe how did you start practicing music to us and to your Turkish fans in our channel?
Yeah. Yes, I started singing when I was a little kid. My whole family sings. My mother is a gospel singer, and I grew up singing in church. I was in the choirs when I was a young kid, and I was also in lots of choirs when I was in school as well. So I grew up singing gospel music. I loved gospel music. That's all I listened to when I was growing up. And I studied all of the great gospel singers. I studied singers like Colley, who I'm not related to, but everybody thinks I'm related to him because we have the same last name. Colley, Karen Clark, the Clark sisters, Kim Burrell, like this Vanessa Bell Armstrong, all of these amazing gospel singers who like taught me how to like riff and do all those other things. So my whole family sings. Oh. And so I would sing with my mom and my sister, and we had like a little singing group, and my mom would like teach me how to harmonize, and it just really came natural to me, you know. And I'm glad that I stuck with it because now I'm singing full time. I've been singing full time since I was 18. So and I'm 34 now. Oh my God. So I'm just grateful that I've been using the gift that God has given me wisely. And I'm still able to go out and work professionally, and it's just been a great experience for me. And especially living in Los Angeles, because a lot of people in Los Angeles, singers to be exact, have a hard time getting work out here. A lot have side jobs, or they work at a coffee shop, or drive an Uber or something. But I'm fortunate. One of the few fortunate people to say that I don't do any other side jobs but sing and make a really good living doing it. So I'm really happy and grateful for that. But yeah, that's how I started singing, and I just love singing. It came naturally to me. It just came so naturally. In my range, just to add to that, since I was a kid, I've always had a really high voice. Like when I was a kid, I was like, "Hi everybody!" I've always had extremely high voice, and it came naturally. And I think my mom said that I stole her range. That she knows so. But yeah, so that's how I got.
Süper.
So that's pretty much it right there.
Wow, muhteşem ya. Ben ailesi tamamen müzisyen bir hayatıyla doğmuş. Yani müzisyen bir çevrede doğmuş. Bir okula gitmiş. Bununla ilgili özel bir okul okumuş mu? Bahsettin mi bundan?
Bahsetmedin.
Veya vokal koçları olmuş mu?
So, did you get any music education? No, did you have vocal tutors and all?
I started taking vocal lessons later on in life. I actually only been taking vocal. Okay, let's start from the beginning. My music lessons, I guess you could say I did do music, but I wasn't officially trained. I just grew up singing in church and singing in choirs, and they would just teach me then and there. I didn't realize that was just vocal training, but I would say yes, but not official. Like I didn't go to music school or anything like that. I actually went to college to get a degree in communications, and then and then I wound up dropping out because I started touring and singing background for all of these like famous celebrities or whatever. And but then when I got older, like about three years ago, I finally started officially going to a vocal teacher and learning certain vocal exercises and certain vocal warm-ups and all that stuff, just to kind of keep up my chops. And so far it's been going really well. But my training just came from church. And then but not only did it come from church, but it came from me being a listener. I've always been a very good imitator of other singers and other people and other styles of music. So I started getting into like musical theater songs, and then I started getting into other. Oh, sorry, my phone. No problem. Fine. And then I started getting into like musical theater songs, and then I started listening to Celtic music, and then I fell in love with India. I love India. You know, I love anything that has to do with vocal harmonies, ethereal stuff. So I was able to put some of those different types of styles into my own voice. So not only can I do the riffs and all that stuff, but I can also do different types and different styles of music, because I think as a singer, it's important that you be a diverse singer. You shouldn't just be one way or another. You know, you should be able to. I mean, you should have a strong point or a strong genre of singing. You should be able to, venture off into different genres of music, because that makes you a better singer, and it makes you realize that the more different types of styles you know, the more different types of music you listen to, it makes you a better singer. You know? It really does. So,
very nice. Çok merak ettiğim bir şey var. Biz Türkiye'de yaşıyoruz ve bu topraklarda biz aslında şimdi biraz önce anlattığı o gospel eğitimi, yani kilisedeki müzik eğitimini bilmiyoruz ve tamamen eğitimi oradan geldiği için gerçekten bununla ilgili ne öğretildiğini merak ediyorum.
So we live in Turkey and we don't know about church music or gospel music that much. So can you tell us what did they teach you there? How was your education?
First of all, I learned how to harmonize. Harmonization, was very key, because I listen to all these different types of groups, specifically like the Clark sisters or like these gospel groups. They have such amazing harmonies and such intricate harmonies. And as a young kid, I would be like listening to these things, and I'd be like, "Oh my God, how did they do that? How did they harmonize? How did they take those notes?" And I would listen, and then because I was in a group with my mother, we would always harmonize together around the house. So since I was a little kid, I've known how to harmonize. You know, my aunts sing, my sisters sing, my mom sing, my uncle sing, and we would always just sing together. And so when you're that young of an age and getting all that musical influence around you, you can't help but learn at a young age how to do like the riffs or how to do good harmonies with people. And and then I would just like one of my idols, her name is Karen Clark Sheard. I don't know if you know who Karen Clark Sheard is, but if you don't know who she is, look her up. She's an amazing singer. And I used to just listen. I used to just listen to her, and the way she would choose her riffs. Like she has this song called "Jesus Is a Love Song," and she would go, I keep hearing this melody in my ear. I keep feeling this presence so near. And then she would go, her riffs, and she'd go, music so sweet. And I was like, how do you do that? Like, how do you sing? Like, who thinks to do those things? And so, like, studying people like her and other singers who were able to do crazy things with their voice like that, if you study those people and you're good and you have an ear and you can train your voice, you can kind of learn. So for me, it was a combination of listening to all these gospel singers and singing with my family and my brothers and sisters and all that. Well, I only have a sister. But
Ya müthiş bir enerjin var.
You have
gerçekten.
A great energy.
Ya ta oradan Amerika'dan buraya geçiyor.
We can feel it all the way from America.
Ya muhteşem. Vokal range'i merak ediyorum. Ama pestentize ne kadar? Hangi sesler? Kaç oktav? Çünkü dinlediğimiz o kayıtta inanılmaz bir genişlik kullanıyor.
How wide is your range?
Well, I have 4 octaves. That's what I've been told. For the longest time, I didn't know how many octaves I had because I didn't know. I would just sing high, whatever. But when I finally started taking vocal lessons, my vocal instructor told me you have 4 octaves, and I think I can go. Oh, I can't remember. Like, I can't remember what my lowest note is. I don't even know. I don't know. I need a piano or something to test it out.
Piyano var mı orada?
4 octaves for sure. For sure.
Okay. Şimdi bir normal aralık kullanıyor fakat o yaptı.
I know I can hit a high. That is. I think. Hold on. I have my piano.
Yeah.
That's the. I think that's the E. Oh wait.
Whistle.
Wait. Oh, I can hit a high, a B5.
B5. Oh my
B5.
God.
And I can probably go a little higher than that. And then my lowest note is. So I can go from a low A2 to a high B5.
Woo!
So that's like an octave, right? That's like 4, right?
Yeah,
Right?
Wow, wonderful. Çalışmalar yani en çok dinlediği müzik tarzı ne hayatında? Neyi seviyor? Neleri seviyor?
Gospel'leri ama...
Ya gospel dışında hani biraz Hindistan müziğini seviyorum dedi. Türk müziklerini dinledi mi hiç?
Have you ever listened to Turkish music?
I don't know. I listen to a lot of different music, but I haven't. Who's the guy that sings? I don't know if he's Turkish. I think he might be Russian or German.
Opera.
That's the song.
Yeah.
Do you know that?
Kim?
It's
Hangi
some
şarkı?
guy. And he goes, and I'm like, what is it?
Vitas'tan bahsediyor.
Is that
Ha,
Turkish?
Vitas.
Yes, Vitas.
Ha, okay.
Is he Turkish?
No, yeah, he's Russian.
Okay. I wasn't sure if he was Turkish. Okay. But I don't know. But I'm willing to listen to it if you guys got some good songs.
Okay.
we'll send you some.
Biz göndereceğiz ona. Bayağı göndereceğiz. Türk şarkıcılardan birçoğunu göndermek istiyoruz. Bir şeyler misin?
We'll send you some Turkish singers.
Ya süper.
By some I mean lots of.
Onun videosunu izledi mi?
His videos.
Ha evet.
Actually, he told you this, but have you seen your analysis video?
My what
Your
video?
analysis video.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yes, my video.
Yes. I have, yes, of course. And my mom saw it. My mom saw it, and she called me. She was like, "LaVance, do you know that they have a video analyzing your voice?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know, Mom." And she loved it. I loved it. It was so cool because, like I said before, that has never. Nobody's ever analyzed my voice like that. You know, I'm not like Beyonce famous, but it feels good to know that people are watching me and like liking what I do and trying to figure out how I do what I do and have good things to say about it. So I'm honored that you guys would, sit there and do that. And like he stopped and go. He's like, "Whoa, what is this?" Wait, people go.
İnanılmaz.
I loved it.
Thank you very much. En tiz çıktığı notları nasıl çalıştı? O inanılmaz sesler nasıl çıktı? Çocukluğundan beri mi var yoksa özel bir çalışması var mı bunun? Nasıl bir yolu var?
So, how do you practice for your highest notes? Were you able to do that when you were a child, or did you improve it by practicing over years?
Well, since I was a child, my voice has been freakishly high. When I was even younger, when I was like 10, 8, 9, I had like Mariah Carey whistle tones. So I didn't really have to practice that. I had to practice singing low. I had to practice singing like a man. I had, because like it was hard for me to sing guy songs because they were too low. So my voice was the reverse, where as I got older, I had to learn how to sing in my low tones because I was always singing in high notes or whatever. So I had to be like, okay, how do you sing like My Girl? Like, I've got sunshine on a cloud. You know, I had to learn how to just sing a man, be a man. Because I was always just like, you know, so I never really, I mean, of course I practiced my voice in general, just singing, but I never really had to practice high notes. High notes come to me very easily. Well, now that I'm getting older, I have to warm up now. You know, we get 34 years old, so I got to really warm up my voice now before I start hitting some high notes. But it's still there, and I'm taking care of my voice, so it's all good.
O izlediğim kayıttaki grupla çalışması nasıl oldu acaba? Postmodern Jukebox'la nasıl tanıştın ve nasıl bir çalışma oldu?
Okay, how did you meet Postmodern Jukebox and how did you practice with them? How did you work with them?
I lived overseas for 7 years, and I lived in Japan for 4 years. And when I was living in Japan, I was doing a Motown show, and there was this guy named Todd Schroeder, who was the musical director for the group that I was in. After I left Japan and came back to America, it took a few years, but I was singing background for this woman in Los Angeles named Ses Smith, who was an amazing vocalist, who I love, who I still sing with to this day sometimes. She had a show, and I was her only background singer. She had one, and it was just me. And I sang and did a really good job, and Ses Smith would give me like little vocal solos and all that stuff. And I didn't know that Todd Schroeder, my old musical director, was there at the show. So after the show was over, he was like, "Hey, it's so good to see you. I haven't seen you in years since I lived in Japan, and give me your information." So we exchanged contacts, and then like a month or two later, he hit me up and it was like, "Hey, would you like to join a group called Postmodern, be the MC for a group called Postmodern Jukebox?" And I was like, "Who is that?" I don't know. Because first of all, a lot of black people don't know who Postmodern Jukebox is. I'm just gonna put it out there. Like that is. A lot of black people do not know who. They're like, "Who?" And I was one of those people. I was like, I don't know who they are. So I looked them up, and then he was like, "Well, I want you to meet Scott Bradley. We want you to come to his house, and we want you to sing for him and read the script." So I went over and met Todd. I sang "My Heart Will Go On." Every night, people, my dreams. So I sang that, and then he loved my voice, and he actually had me. I don't know if you know this, but I'm the MC of Postmodern Jukebox. Anytime we do the live shows, I host, and I'm kind of like the head guy of the whole show. And so he had me read from a script, and I'm like, "Hi, ladies and gentlemen, I'm LaVance. So how are you? You're great. Oh, welcome to Postmodern Jukebox. Yay!" He loved me. Scott loved me, and then we did our first show in New York. I believe it was in New York, and it was over 3,000 people there. And Kevin Spacey. I don't know if you know Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
He was in the front row, and this is before the scandal. This is before Kevin Spacey. You know, like this is actually popular.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. And the way we arranged the songs with Scott is, I came with a bunch. Scott had a bunch of songs that he thought I would sound good on, and I had a bunch of songs that I thought I would sound good on. So when I went to Scott's house, we went through some of the songs. We actually went through "Halo" by Beyonce that I did, and we didn't like it. I didn't like it. So we scratched that song, and then we started singing some other songs, and then I did, we were actually going to do "Unbreak My Heart" by Toni Braxton. Unbreak my heart, we were going to do that. And then we were like, okay, that's good. Let's go back to "Halo." So then we went back to "Halo," and I was like, "Scott, what if we went, Halo, Halo, Halo, Halo, Halo?" And he was like, "Oh, I like that," you know. And then we started playing around, and the next thing you know, that was the first song. When originally that was not going to be our song. We didn't like it at first. We scratched it, and then we came back to it, and then that became the song. And now it has, I think, almost 6 million views or 5 million something, almost 6 million views, and it's my most popular song right now. So that's how it works. You know, it's been a great experience, and I get to sing with so many amazing artists. I mean, everybody in those bands are so amazingly talented. The best singers, some of the best singers in the world are just it's freakish. It's freakish how talented everybody is in that.
Süper. Japonya'ya mı gitmiş? Japonya'da mı çalışmış?
So you went to Japan?
Yeah, I lived in Japan for 4 years. I used to work for Universal Studios in Osaka, and I did a Motown show. I did a Michael Jackson tribute show. I did a Beatles tribute show, and then I did like another Motown-ish type of show. Yeah, and then I lived overseas for 7 years total, and then I used to sing in a cover band called Express. We lived and sang at the Grand Hyatts overseas in Asia. So I would stay in each country that I went to for 4 months at a time. So I lived in Singapore, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Thailand. And then I became a cruise ship singer. And then I traveled
Kaç yaşındasın LaVance?
I traveled all over the world. So that was like a total of 7 years. Singing in Universal Studios for 4 years.
Yeah.
And then singing in cover bands. And then singing on cruise ships. And then finally I moved back to America in 2012. And then that's when I met Postmodern Jukebox. And then I started traveling all over the world again. So I've been all over. One of the few places I haven't been to is Turkey. Yeah. I've always wanted to go there. We were supposed to go to Istanbul.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
We were supposed to go there, and I think our trip got canceled for something. I think they were having some kind of political issues at the time, so we wound up not going. But I think they finally went to Turkey. Didn't Postmodern Jukebox come to Turkey recently?
Geldi mi?
Hayır. Geldi. Postmodern Jukebox geldi.
Konser verdi.
Only one. Ama çok yakın zamanda.
Evet.
It was recently.
Yeah.
Listen, I know.
Ama sen gelmedin.
I wasn't on that cast though. I wasn't in that show. They had a different MC.
Hasta
But if I ever come back, if we ever come to Turkey again and I'm in the show, I'll give y'all tickets to the show.
Thank you. Muhteşem. Çok mutluyuz onunla tanıştığımız için gerçekten.
We're so happy to meet you.
İnanılmaz alçak gönüllü bir insan.
Yani such a modest person.
Thank you. I have fun. I love, and I always try to have fun and make sure I'm nice to everybody. And you have to be nice to people. It's the only way.
O videonun altına yazdığı yorum bile inanılmazdı benim için.
Your comment to our video was incredible.
Yani bir yorum, comment yazmıştı. Çok muhteşem bir şey. Ben çok mutlu oldum.
Teşekkürler.
Teşekkürler. Teşekkürler.
Teşekkürler.
Yeah. Mükemmel. Başka ne sormak istersiniz?
Ben mesela şeyi sormak isterim.
Gospel,
gospel, caz ya da blues, herhangi kendi yakın hissettiği tarzda dinlediği müzisyenler.
Aha.
Mesela kimler olabilir? Bayan ya da erkek fark etmez.
Gospel, caz ve blues'da.
Evet, kendi yakın hissettiği tarzlarda.
Okay.
So in genres like gospel, blues or jazz,
gospel, blues, soul.
Who do you feel closer to? To which artist do you feel closer to?
Oh, artists? I would say I love in gospel. I love Karen Clark-Sheard. She's one of my favorite singers. In jazz, I love Diane Reeves. Diane Reeves and Ella Fitzgerald. They're one of the two best singers out there. I absolutely love them. In blues, there's this woman. She's kind of a blues singer. Her name is Alice Smith. She's kind of a new artist who I love. And I just like the way she sings. She's very passionate when she sings, and you can feel her when she's even when you watch her YouTube videos, you can feel her through the screen. And so I really enjoy her, Alice Smith. So that's what I like.
Okay, süper. Şu an çok mutluyuz. Aklınıza gelen bir şey var mı? Burada onun kanal vasıtasıyla onu izleyen kişilere ne demek ister? Nasıl bir mesaj göndermek ister? Bizim kanalda onu sevenlere. Çünkü bizim kanalda da epey izlendi onun videosu.
So our subscribers loved you, and do you have any message for them?
For your fans?
Yeah.
Your fans.
Our subscribers.
No, my fans.
You.
It's your fans.
For my beautiful Turkish fans, I just want to say thank you for listening to this message, and I hope to come to Turkey one day and do my own show there. I would love to see all of you guys there. Thank you for supporting me, and thank you for listening to my videos. And I don't take it for granted, and I promise to post more videos up. I actually have a video that I'm going to post up very soon, I think in a few weeks, so be on the lookout for that. And it's not with Post on a Jukebox, but you know, it's still a really great video. Oh, have you seen my new video I just posted?
Yes. Yes. I watch it. Yeni bir analiz daha yapacağım ona. Bir video daha yapacağım. Hangi videosunu ister? Bu sonuncusu mu başkası mı?
Oh, so he will analyze you again. Which song do you want to be analyzed?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, if you want to, you can analyze the new song that I just posted, but that has me and another person. So do you want to analyze just me by myself, or would you mind analyzing the Mariah Carey video that I just came out with? It all depends. If not, I have a video that well, I guess I can tell you. I'm doing a cover of an old school R&B singer named Tevin Campbell. The song is called "Can We Talk for a Minute?" And it's a beautiful song. And it'll be me by myself, and I'm doing the music video and everything for it. So when that comes out, you can analyze that, or you can analyze my Mariah Carey Vision of Love video. Whatever you decide, whatever you want.
Okay. Süper. Çok teşekkür ediyoruz.
Thank you so much.
Müthişsin.
You're very welcome.
You're great.
Seninle burada sohbet etmek bizim için unutulmaz bir andı.
This moment is unforgettable for us. Talking to you. Yeah.
Unforgettable.
Müthiş. Şu an Türkiye'de saat 12'ye geliyor. Değil mi?
Yeah, it's
Belki geçmiştir. Saat 12.
yeah, so it's
Ve
about
biz
to come.
evet, saat 12 ve biz inanılmaz aslında bugün.
So late in Turkey.
Hem geç saat hem de bugün biz 3 konser izledik, 4 röportaj yaptık.
Today we have watched 3 concerts and kaç
3 tane
röportajdı?
interview.
3 interviews.
Yeah, we are very tired but o kadar muhteşem bir enerjisi var ki bizi resmen tavana dikti.
Yeah.
Hadi
We're
bunu
very
çevir.
tired, but you have such a great energy that we're like so hyped right now.
Oh,
We're flying.
thank you.
Müthişsin.
I'm a natural coffee.
Yeah! Süpersin. Seni Türkiye'ye bekliyoruz. Keşke geldiğin zaman seni biz İstanbul'da gezdirmek istiyoruz, dolaştırmak istiyoruz her
So,
yere.
we'll be waiting for you to visit Turkey, and we want to show you around in Istanbul.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Yes. I say yes.
Çok selam, sevgiler, sağ ol. Görüşmek üzere tekrar.
Thank you so much. See you soon.
Thank you. God bless you.
Yeah.
You too, thank
you.
you.
You too. Thank you, LaVance.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye,
See
take
you. See you. Ay süper adam.